welcome to Hai Now Weekender and Gong Hei Fap Choi. We're so excited to bring you this show because we are bringing in the good vibes for this Chinese New Year. We've got Hawan The Lion Dance Association here to get us in the mood. Let's go. Let's get you started up. Association bringing it this morning on Hai Now Weekender. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Liko, I gotta bring you over here because we gotta talk story a little bit. I mean, I'm out of breath just from dancing. I can't imagine those two boys over there. Thank you for being here today.
Of course. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Gong Hei Fap Choi.
Yes, that's right. Now first, let's talk a little bit about lion dancing, this Chinese New Year. What is the significance of it?
So lion dancing for Chinese New Year is basically scaring away the bad mojo, the evil spirits, and also bringing good fortune and wisdom and, you know, just the good energy, you know, bringing the good energy. We have my partners here, you know, we've all been dancing for about 20 years now. We have the gong, the cymbals, the drum, we all go to have a good energy, you know what I mean? So.
Absolutely, that's what it's all about again. Scaring away all that bad vibes, yes. All the bad vibes.
Absolutely,
bringing in the good ones, making new room to just bring in like some excitement, some new things for the new year. I love how you said you guys have been playing and dancing together for about 20 years.
Yes.
And it's the Year the Rabbit.
Yeah,
that's
the rabbit,
you and me,
yes,
man.
Together, yes.
That's right, we're Year the Rabbit. Yes. I said, that's right, 87, right? He goes, no, 99. I was like, all right, get out of here. But, you know, tell me, do you know anything about being the Year of the Rabbit?
Year of the Rabbit is for sure known for being very responsible. I mean, hopefully me and you are both responsible these days. Responsible, very peaceful, and very mindful of things. And it's the best way to, the rabbit, I would say, is very mischievous in a way as well.
Okay, I thought I was in a rabbit for a moment.
Can't be a little more than just good things like that. Yeah.
I got you. That's where we're at, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me who you brought with you today. Actually, I want to hear who these people are.
So we have our head player, for sure. This is Ryan Chang. It's been, they all been dancing here for about 20 years, and we all came from different clubs to be united as one. Hawan The Lion Association, we all started in 2005. And then, yeah, so it was 2023, so it's been hitting about 18 years now, would you say? 18 years, 17 years. So yeah, tail player Ronald Wong, my fellow instrument players, we have Mitzi Nakanishi, and also Nam Nguyen as well, like that. So
awesome. Well, you guys brought it today. You scared everything out and then brought in the good energy. I'm just sure of it. And then let's talk about this beautiful lion that we have right here.
Oh, yes.
It's a different kind of style this year.
Compared to last year.
Yeah, compared to last year. I remember different colors. So this is the panda, right?
Yes, the panda, yes. So as you can see, our fellow lion on the side, the panda, the one thing, bamboo for sure. And also in the back as well. Nice panda right there as well. We kind of made it a little bit more fierce this year, just as the lion, scaring the evil spirits, so try to actually bring out the true characteristic of what the lion should be as well. So
that's right. And then how heavy is this thing?
Ooh, this thing is about. You want to try it for yourself?
Okay. All right, I'll tell you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So it's all made, handmade for sure.
Ooh.
With the head and tail, I would say about like 15 to 20 pounds for sure. Much lighter these days. All manufactured by hand. So.
Oh my God! I just bonked myself in the head. Okay, here we go.
I got you.
Woo, that's really cool. And then when I was giving away the licee, that is really significant for the Chinese culture to be giving to younger keiki, the parents giving out, and that's for good luck and prosperity and all that good stuff, right?
Yep, and for good fortune as well, yes.
Beautiful. I mean, well, tell me anything else that you guys will be doing upcoming?
Also, later on today, we'll be at Ala Moana Shopping Center starting at 10:30. There's gonna be multiple clubs there, and then we all have different routes. We will be dispersing throughout the mall starting around that time, 10:30 to 11 a.m. So feel free to come down, check us out like that. Look for the Sea of Red. That's us.
Beautiful. And then at 2 p.m., you're gonna be in Chinatown, right?
Yes, we'll be at Chun Yuan Bakery, supporting our good friends over there. So it's gonna be a good day today. It's gonna be a very good day. So.
And it's a beautiful day to be bringing in the new year, bringing in the energy. And we're going to be talking to the Chung Yuan Bakery a little later. We're going to get to sample some of their yummy snacks that also brings good luck and good fortune. But again, thank you guys so much for joining me. Go ahead and check them out. They've got an Instagram, and that'll tell you where they're going to be. Like you said, Ala Moana today, and then Chung Yuan Bakery a little later after that. And then we can also book them for your private events, and you can do that on your website, right?
Yes, you can visit us at wangai.org, and then also email us at wangailinedance@yahoo.com, and that is also our Instagram as well, Wangai Linedance Hawaii. So if you check us out on those platforms, then yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's bring in the good vibes this year. Of course, you already did it here on High Now, but another way you can do that is also feng shui your house. And Kainoa got to do that and get some tips. So check this out.
Today on High Now, we are in Diamond Head, and we're with Elise Lee, who is a very unique talent, especially when it comes to the luxury real estate market. You specialize in feng shui. Tell us a little bit about what that is.
Ancient Chinese art of analyzing and arranging buildings, objects, and space to promote feelings of happiness, health, prosperity, and wellness in every way. My grandmother's from China, and I was very close with her growing up. She just sparked my interest in feng shui and Chinese medicine. I went to school during college, and I studied with a feng shui master in San Francisco for 20 years. I just became a feng shui master in 2018, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, congratulations. Now, when it comes to feng shui too, there's a literal translation that actually bears a really special connection here to Hawaii. Tell us about that.
Yes, it literally means wind and water. And it's based on the premise that everything in our surroundings has an effect on us. And here in Hawaii, because we're also so connected to the Aina, we're extra sensitive to our surroundings and the feelings and just the space. Feng shui is the hugest impact on properties. It's that thing you can't put your finger on, but when you walk into a space, you feel like, wow, this is amazing. It's just many layers of details that affect how energy moves through a space. And if you place things and arrange things correctly, it can affect feelings of light, energy, vitality, health, wellness, prosperity, and peace. You can actually create good mana with correct feng shui.
What makes what you do different and unique than others that are out there?
I love how people are studying feng shui. So I think across the board, there's a general kind of knowledge of feng shui and how valuable and important it is. There's a lot of details that one learns all the subtle details. And I also take into account the person, their birthday, their year, and what they're trying to achieve in their space or their home or their development or their subdivision. And I take into account the year, like approaching the Chinese New Year of the Rabbit, January 22nd, and that's going to bring about a sensitivity towards home, nourishing, taking care of the family, and just lightness and fun overall, which is different to the Year of the Tiger we're just coming out of, which was a lot of change and ferociousness. So I would add different edits to someone who's building a home or an office or a space today. Along with being a feng shui master, I'm also a 20-year realtor. I apply a lot of my knowledge and all these details into my clients' properties, their listings, which is so much fun, and also with my buyers to assist them and their home search with what they're looking for.
Now, Elise, if people want to get more information or contact you for a consultation, what's the best way to do that?
They can call me on my phone number or go to my website, eliseleehawaii.com.
and welcome back to Hi Now Weekender. You all know it's a new year, so let's start thinking about the maintenance that we need to be doing at our homes. Right now I've got Chun of Kapili Solar Roofing and Painting. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting us. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So Kapili, I mean, I've seen all of your commercials and they're fantastic. And you also do great work there. And that's because you got this amazing team, amazing customer service, I should say, as well. Because what is it that you do that makes it so special when people call and you reach out to them and you really help them?
So for the most part, my position, customers are able to contact me at any time. I'm a lead customer success manager. So my position is to be available for customers to contact us daily and basically be able to reach us at any time of the day, whichever hours works best for them.
I can't tell you how important customer service is. When I've got a friendly voice on the other end of the phone, it makes all the difference in the world. And I think that's really, really special for a company to have. And like you said, you're a specialist at it, you're the success manager, and so I think that's really fantastic. But let's talk about the work that you folks do and some of the tips that people should be thinking about when they're thinking about maintenance on their homes.
Okay, so Kapili Roofing, Solar Roofing and Painting has been in business since 2007. So we offer various services. So we do roofing, painting, photovoltaic solar, and we service the entire island of Oahu. So we're based out of Central Oahu, and we do commercial and residential inspections, and we offer customers, the new and improved materials, basically try to keep up and basically be innovative throughout the years.
Awesome, and some of the tips you brought, you've got 3 of them. Let's start off with the first.
So the first tip is to inspect the interior of your home. You want to check for ceiling stains, whether you have drywall, K-neck, or open beam. It'll be very noticeable as far as leaks in the roof. So you'll notice that your ceiling's either damped or very brown stains with K-neck or with drywall. With open beam, you'll start to notice that the staining will look different in various areas. So that's normally signs of there's a leak on your roof. You should get it inspected ASAP.
Gotcha. So if there's a leak in your roof, give you guys a call if you're seeing any of those brown spots or anything unusual to your ceiling. Okay, tip 2.
Tip 2 is to make sure that you have all your previous contractors that you hired. You want to make sure that you store all the receipts, all your paperwork as far as contracts, warranties. You want to keep that in a safe and accessible area. So if there's any problems with your roofing, plumbing, solar, you want to make sure that you're able to pull that out and be able to contact the company that did do the recent work.
Awesome, and I think that also helped just getting organized. I mean, receipts, for me, they go everywhere. So finding something to get that organized so that when you do have a problem, you can kind of look back on what you use or what you did to your home, who you use, give them a call, and keep everything all together.
Yeah, it'll make it a lot easier to make sure that if there's a warranty, you can contact them. They'll fix it, and if that company's not there, you'll be able to reach out and make sure that you reach out to somebody professional and that that you can trust and that you feel comfortable with.
Awesome, and then tip 3.
Tip 3, you want to inspect the exterior of your home. You want to inspect for termite damage, wood rot, paint peeling, anything that looks very abnormal to you that is not very appealing to the eye. You want to make sure that you maintain and patch things, before they get too bad, because it's a lot cheaper and a lot cost-effective if you do maintenance versus replacing or repairing, something that's been sitting for a long time.
Awesome. Well, wonderful tips. And if people are watching this, tell me where people can find you folks.
Oh, so people can find us on the website at kapiliroof.com, and you could get us on Instagram or you can get us on Facebook. Just type in Kapili Roofing and you'll find us basically everywhere.
Awesome. And they've got free estimates, so make sure you go ahead and give them a call and check out their website as well. Thank you, John, so much for joining me today.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.
Awesome. Well, we're going to have all the information up on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo.
The Polynesian Bowl is set to return to the islands on January 20th. Join some of the best high school players in the country as they gather in Hawaii to celebrate culture and football. This is where culture meets sport. The Polynesian Bowl has been held annually and always takes place during the Polynesian Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Week. This year in 2023, we welcome new members to the Hall. This game is about celebrating past and current Polynesian football stars while introducing a global audience to present modern-day playmakers. This year, Talanoa Hufanga and Tuatango Vailoa serve as your NFL Polynesian Football Players of the Year.
Past NFL ambassadors have included Michael Bennett, DeForest Buckner, Marcus Mariota, Haloti Ngata, and Olin Kreutz. As in years past, this year's game will feature Team Mauka against Team Makai, the Hawaiian translation for land and sea. This game is just a part of a week-long celebration highlighting the beauty and community of the Aloha State. Come be a part of a game many around the world have come to love and celebrate the Polynesian football stars of the future.
For ticketing information, head to HiNowDaily.com.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Weekender. I feel like January is the perfect time to reorganize because of the new year, you know, get all the junk stuff out, bring in the good stuff. And you can do that with organization. And so we've got Christine from City Mill, one of Oahu's go-to home improvement retailers. And you got some really fantastic tips for us today.
Yes.
So tell me about the first tip.
So first tip would be a place for everything. Assigning a place for items at your house helps reduce clutter, and it helps saves time looking for stuff in your house. And then, so the first thing would be this. So this is junk drawer organizer, and it's good for like small fix-it types items like scissors, adhesives, mini screwdrivers, flashlights, and batteries. And you can just put it in your drawer, and you'll be amazed how organized you are after.
Yeah, your junk drawer won't be a junk drawer anymore. It'll be an organized
drawer
of chaos, but still organized, right?
Yes.
And everybody's got that junk drawer. I think I'm like starting to get more and more junk drawers now that I have kids. It's like every drawer in my house is becoming to look like junk.
Right.
So I need a couple more of these because I use these for my forks and spoons and all the utensils. Perfect. I have a few of them. So this is really, really
yes, and they have a rubber surface, so the item stays in place and they wouldn't go sliding around when you close and open the drawers.
Absolutely, and I really love that. It's easy to wipe down.
Yes.
You can even go and throw it, like wash it actually with a little sponge and some soap.
Yes.
Good to go, put it back in, and then back in the drawer, and you're all organized.
Yes.
All right, tip 2, let's do 2.
Tip 2 would be making use of your vertical space. So when counter spaces or any horizontal space is limited, one solution is to build up. So you can do that by getting stackable bins, tiered organizer shelves, and you can use it anywhere, like under the sink, inside the dish rack drawers, inside your closet. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
I love
just
that.
Up to your imagination.
And I love this. What is this in here?
So this is a
there's
stackable
shoes in
bin,
here,
and it's an Insta-view. So instead of opening the top, you can just open from the front, grab your shoes, and close it back up.
I love that.
Yes.
And like you said, if you don't have the horizontal space anymore because you just run out, go up, go vertical, stack things, and then you'll have more room. I mean, it's Hawaii, so we don't necessarily have the most space because it's so expensive to live here, you know? So smaller spaces, you can still find something to put your things in and be able to stack up. All right, and then the third tip, might be my favorite.
Third tip would be look for collapsible organization products. So we have that Instacart. You can just flop it up and then put the side. There you go.
And then you've got this bin. I gotta say, I've got one of these, and I keep telling myself to get one more. And so it's so helpful for me. Whenever I go shopping, I always bust that out. Boom! I throw all my groceries in.
It's very convenient. Yes. And it comes in 2 sizes. This is the regular size, and there's a bigger size for bigger items that you can store your stuff in.
I love that. And then of course you can collapse it. And the best part is that it's so easy. You just push the sides in. See, and then you see how there's that little hole. You push the sides in, and then you just use your knee. There you go, and there. And look at that. You could just put it somewhere. It's very sleek. And this is something else that you can wash down, you know. I use it for my groceries, so it's easy for me to just
wash it
take
down.
a hose and boom. So we love these. I just found out they have the bigger size, so I'm gonna, of course, head over to City Mill and grab the bigger size and probably another one, another smaller one, so I can leave in my car as well.
Yes.
Okay, and now I gotta talk about the giveaway because we're gonna be giving away $100 to City Mill. And we love City Mill so much because you can really go in there and find anything for your home. I mean, they even have toys for the kids. You get
Yes.
got everything. I tell you. So if you want to win $100 to City Meal, go ahead and get that gift card by going over to our Instagram, Hi Now Daily. You're gonna like our photo, tag a couple of friends that might need some organization tips, because we won't call you out here on TV, but you know you got some messy friends out there. Go ahead, like the photo, tag your friends, and you can win $100 to City Meal. Christine, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right, we're gonna have everything up on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo.
Thank you.
Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? Today on Hi Now, we're at Royal Hawaiian Center. We're here to eat some authentic dim sum. This is Tim Hawan. Let's check it out.
Tim Ho dim sum is very fresh cooked. The taste is very similar like Chinese flavors, softer hometown flavor. For me, I like hagao or shumai, and we have signature item, the pork bun. Cooked very differently. We're doing like bacon, it's not the steam. So the line should be start before half hour, so until we open, and then we not stop and the full house right away.
All right, guys, it's time to grind. So I called my friend Sasha to join me. Thanks for doing this with me.
Of course.
We are at Tim Hawan. The experience here, the food, this is unique to Hawaii. Tell us about it.
Tim Hawan is a Michelin-starred restaurant. The brand itself earned its Michelin star in Hong Kong. They were the first restaurant that's considered a cheap eats restaurant that won a Michelin star. Since then, they've had others that have gotten that title too, but Tim Hawan's the first. Their dim sum menu is a lot smaller than what you would normally get at a regular dim sum restaurant where you get like a full slew of things. It's really curated. Pork buns are to die for, and this is their signature thing.
Sasha, there's so much food in front of us. Can you walk us through the spread? What do we have?
All right, so starting in front of you, that's the pan-fried rice roll with XO sauce. This is the vegetable dumpling. This is their famous hargao. This is their sticky rice in the lotus leaf. Round that out, this is their shumai. Top 3 ordered items in this restaurant is the pork buns, the shumai, and the hargao. So we've got all the favorites here.
They also got some good drinks too. Tell us about these.
So that's their Hong Kong style milk tea. Looks like the boba in the bottom, but it's actually jelly. And then that's their Hawaii exclusive mango slush.
Can we dig into some food?
Yeah,
Let me try
let's
this.
do that.
Okay, I gotta go in for the pork bun, right?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
the signature. Oh my goodness. Look at that good. Look how flaky it is. Wow.
Char siu inside is caramelized first, and so it adds to that flavor.
This is the shrimp shumai. What's on top?
Goji berry on top.
Chinese New Year is coming up. How's Tim Hawan celebrating? What's taking place?
Okay, so they're going to be bringing in Chinese New Year special, the gao mochi. They're also going to be extending their gift card special here. They have right now, if you buy $100 or more, you get $20 per $100 spent.
Sasha, for more information about Tim Hawan, what do people need to do?
They need to go to the Instagram account for Tim Hawan Waikiki to get ready to stand in line. It's worth the wait, I promise.
If you ever walk past here, they got lines out the door with good reason. This is top-notch dim sum. We'll have all this up on HiNowDaily.com.
Sponsored by Tim Hawan, dim sum specialist.
We are continuing our Chinese New Year celebration with Chung Yuan Bakery in Chinatown on Mauna Kea Street. I've got the wonderful Liana here. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us, or me.
Yes, of course. And thank you for bringing the goodies. And these goodies that you brought, they kind of signify very special things for the Chinese culture. Tell me about what you brought today.
So I brought gao, jindui, and a plate of mixed good luck candy.
Awesome. And then you also brought some really yummy dim sum for a little later. But first, let's start off with gao. What is the significance of gao?
So gao, it's round, as you can see, and it's made with brown sugar and glutinous rice flour. It's sticky, so it just means togetherness. So you want your family to all stick together as one big family, and you eat it during Chinese New Year's.
I love that. Stick together. And family to me is everything. And oh my
See
gosh.
how sticky it is?
It's so
Yeah.
sticky. I love that. Okay, this looks so yummy. And like you said, all about family sticking together. Right there, look at that. And since we're all family, I'm just gonna use my fingers already.
so it's very fresh because we just made them last night.
Did you hear that? She just made it. It's so fresh. I love that. And that's what your bakery is all about. Made to order pretty much,
Right.
fresh ingredients and just boom, out there, ready
Yep.
to go.
Is it good?
So good.
The more you eat, the more good luck you get for the upcoming year.
You heard that, the more you eat, the better. Awesome, and then the seeds on top.
It means, so sesame, the more sesame seed is more like prosperous, you know, kind of like, it's just
Fertility
kinda like
too, I heard.
Yeah, like just very happy, and then the seed is round, so they pretty much put it on top for also decoration, but also symbolic meaning as good luck and prosperity.
I love that. Prosperous,
And the red
good luck.
date means red, so the seed, fertility. That's how the red date.
Beautiful, I love this. So go ahead, you want some more babies right over here. Okay, and then we're moving on to this one right here.
Yes. Jindoi.
Jindoi.
So it's a deep fried sesame ball. Inside has sweet bean filling or coconut. It's sweet because you want, you know, your upcoming year to be sweet.
This is yummy. The inside sweet, and the outside is this nice crispy chewy.
And also it has sesame seed, as you can see again. And the meaning behind the jindoi is that when you're deep frying it, the bigger it grows, just means that more growth for the family, business, life, babies, everything.
I love that, and it's delicious too. So there's a great meaning behind it, but also it's just so yummy to eat. And then you also brought some snacks over here.
Yeah, so this is a tray of togetherness. It's round and it has coconut, strawberries, winter melon, carrots, ginger, mango, and kumquat. So just a little bit, I can go briefly and tell you about.
Of course.
So kumquat is like gold, so money. Coconut means longevity, and winter melon is prosperous. And carrot is round also, so it means coins. And you know, the peanut means fertility. You know, the peanuts over here.
Oh,
and
nice.
this one is the red lucky candy. It's sweet, so you want, you know, everyone to be sweet and happy and just, you know, growing for the upcoming New Year's. So
I love
you share this
that.
as a family during Chinese New Year's, and you also give away to your friends and family. And that's just the tradition behind Chinese New Year's. The more you give, the more you get.
I love that. And you can give and receive and all the good stuff when you go over to the bakery, because you can pick up everything and more, bring it over to your holiday party as you guys celebrate the Chinese New Year. Tell everybody where they can find you.
We're located at 1027 Mauna Kea Street. We're open 7 days a week, but we've been really slammed with our orders and just walk in, so we're not taking any pre-orders. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday is pretty much just walk in, just first come, first serve.
Awesome, first come, first serve, and you can't miss them on Mauna Kea Street because that's where everybody's hanging out. So if you see a big crowd, it's at your guys' bakery,
Yes,
right?
It is. The line is very long right now.
But for good reason. Everything was fantastic that you brought here today, and of course I'm gonna dig into this wonderful platter. But Liana's such a sweetheart. We didn't even get into the dim sum yet. I'm gonna share this with my crew, but just briefly, what do you have here?
Pork hash, mochi rice, siu mai, and shrimp dumpling.
And these are some of the favorites,
Yes,
right?
yeah, very popular.
Okay, and then do you have a website?
Yes, singchongyuan.com, and we also have an Instagram, Singchongyuan Bakery.
I actually just started following you guys on Instagram, and I love seeing what you guys are putting out every day. And tons of people have been buying and posting, and then you guys have been reposting. And it's really fun to see what you guys have on the menu and how people like to incorporate it in their everyday lives. But again, if you want to get something for that new year, go ahead and check them out. Sing Chung Yuan Bakery, Mauna Kea Street in Chinatown. Liana, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, and a happy Chinese New Year to everybody out there. We'll be right back.
Now I got great news. The BIA Big Home and Remodeling Show is back on at the Blaisdell January 20th to the 22nd. Here joining us in the High Now studio is Peter Eldridge to tell us all about it. You guys excited for the upcoming show?
Super excited. COVID is gone. We're ready. Let's get together, people.
What can people expect this year for the show?
You know, we're pretty excited about some of the things that's going on. We've got a brand new Keiki Corner for the kids. So it's got coloring books, it's got educational games, it's got things to teach them about water. So we're excited that that'll be for the kids while mom and dad are looking around. Got Hansador, took a brand new, big, huge booth. They're going to bring in lots of new things to show people. Going to be some exciting stuff people haven't seen before.
Let's talk a little bit about the vendors. Who you guys got coming down?
Yeah, so we've got Hansador, we've got T-Mobile bringing in some phone stuff. We've got vendors of flooring, vendors of garage doors, vendors of windows, vendors of screens, vendors of cabinetry, vendors of, full kitchens. We've got the wonderful closet displays and storage solutions, and we've got entire home builders who would love to visit with you about what kind of home you would like.
Now, Peter, this year's show is going to look a little bit different in terms of years past because people can actually buy and sell right there on the floor, and that's different.
Yeah, so that's something new, and we're not offering the quick slice, dice, chop, noisy things, but we are offering professionals a chance to actually take a deposit. You like that recliner you just sat in, sir? We can have it delivered for you, and you'll be able to make deposits, conduct business right on the floor of the show.
Now, it is a big home and remodeling show, so this isn't necessarily just for homeowners, right? If you're renting or office space, wherever you are, really there's something for everybody.
There's some good ideas, and it'll depend on what you're wanting to accomplish. So what you do is think ahead of time about what you want. You can go to homeshowhawaii.com. That's homeshowhawaii.com, and take a look at a lot of things that'll be there. Set yourself up for success, and while you're there, get a $2 off coupon to the show. So it could work great.
Now, what's the best way to get tickets? And it's times are going to be different depending on what day you go, right?
Yeah, so Friday we open at 4. We're open till 8 p.m. So Friday evening for people who are tied up over the weekend, and then Saturday from 9 to 6, Sunday from 9 to 4, and that's the 20th, 21st, and 22nd of January. So coming right up.
Awesome, and best way to get tickets is where? One more time.
Well, you can go to hawaiihomeshow.com for the discount, or you can just show up at the Blaisdell. They'll have tickets right there.
Peter, what are you looking forward to most?
Interacting with the people in person, being together and being able to talk about real solutions to people's real questions. And we will have many licensed companies who are eager to help you build what you want in your home.
Welcome back to Hi Now Weekender. I am here with Esna, a law firm that helps their clients achieve their business goals. I've got Sam and I've got Brian here. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys do and what Esna is. And let's start with what Esna stands for. I think that's very important.
Esna stands for envision, strategize, and actualize. And it's really a great description about our firm, because we really focus on the planning aspect and really focus on the goals of the business and professionals within, and really just do whatever it takes, especially when it comes to technology, which is transforming so many industries to achieve their goals.
Yeah, I feel like technology is all, huge, of course, these days. Everybody's on their phones, but it needs to be secure. And tell me some of the ways that you help your clients. What do they come in and usually see you for?
Lots of times people come in because we're lawyers after something bad has happened. And so oftentimes what we'll see is if there is a security incident, or if an employee has done something maybe against policy, or maybe not against policy, but something the employer doesn't want, we help the organizations figure out, okay, what do we do next? How do we take care of the emergency, and how do we recover from it and put ourselves in an even better position than we started.
Awesome. And then now we live in this world of technology. Now, do we have to worry, like we were talking about, if employees are going to be taken out, not so much taken out, but I guess replaced by machines?
That's really common kind of notion, with the increased automation of everything.
Right.
People kind of worry, am I going to lose my job, or, But people will always be the masters, and technology will always be the tool. And it's really important, I think, to focus on the people, unless you're in the tech business itself, to focus on the people, because it's really what you put in, that through those tools that you get the results. So you'll never be able to replace the creativity and really just the thinking that people do, and the ability to adapt.
And what are some examples of strategic thinking?
So when it comes to technology, there are so many tools out there. And, data means something. Every bit of data, even things that you don't think might have value. It's really valuable. So an example would be, for example, a labor costing tool that we've developed. You know, how do you really know how much it's costing you to have, you know, your team, and what kind of productivity and expectations can you have so that you can plan for both short-term and long-term budget-wise.
And that's what you folks really do, is go in there and kind of assess the situation and find out ways that you can help your clients. Now, you guys have this little saying, and it's secure the device, secure the human. What does that mean?
Absolutely. So when we talk about cybersecurity, when we talk about setting up policies, especially around technology, we tend to think of, okay, what are the settings on the devices that we're using that we should turn on or off to make sure people do or don't do what we want. But what we forget a lot of the times is that, like Brian said, people are the ones in charge. We're driving, we're the gatekeepers, and you know, people are people. Sometimes we have bad days, sometimes we forget. And so creating a secure environment where you are able to use your tools responsibly and effectively is really a lot about creating a culture of awareness and mindfulness about how you're using your tools.
Absolutely, and having ESNA backing you, that's always really, really important too. So if people want to get more information and find you guys, where can they go? Do you have a website?
We do, www.esnalaw.com, so esnalaw.com.
Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll go ahead and check them out. We're going to have everything up on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo.
The special supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children, otherwise known as WIC, offers proven life-changing benefits for millions of qualified mothers and young children who are at nutritional risk. Joining me is Lorlyn Salamanca, public health nutritionist. Thank you so much for joining me today on Hi Now.
Thank you for having me.
All right, well, let's start off for those at home who may not know what WIC is and what it provides. Let's start with that.
Yeah, WIC is a national program that helps pregnant, breastfeeding, postpartum participants, and then kids under 5. And then the benefits that we provide are benefits to buy food, nutrition education, counseling, and if they need referrals to other programs, like for example, housing, or maybe like diapers, you know, that's something that we provide as well.
Things that mothers and babies need. Tell me about some of those products.
Yes, definitely. So unlike SNAP, our sister program, we are very specific about the benefits for the foods that we provide. So it could be like milk, cereal, juice, beans, peanut butter, so that they can get specific nutrients that are necessary and critical for, you know, a growing child and also for the pregnancy.
Absolutely, the essentials, right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit more about who is eligible for this wonderful program.
Yeah, so the program is for low-income families. It's at 185% of the federal poverty level, which is higher than the qualification for, you know, like SNAP or food stamps. And they need to be like one of those categories, so child under 5, pregnant, breastfeeding, and if they've had a pregnancy in the last 6 months.
So you were saying even if you don't qualify for maybe food stamps or any other assistance, you can still qualify for WIC?
Absolutely, yes. And we're happy to be here to provide that resource, yeah.
Awesome. Now moving on, I just wanted to talk about the public input that is needed right now.
Yeah, so one of our benefits that we provide are for these food packages so they can buy these foods. And so every 10 years, the food packages are reviewed. And so USDA has some proposed changes right now, and they really need the public to comment on those changes. Are these changes that they want, you know, the public wants, or are there additional changes that need to be made? So some of those examples could be, they're going to permanently increase the value for cash value benefits to buy fruits and vegetables.
Awesome. You know, a lot of things that are happening with the WIC program. So if you want to make sure to get your input in there, you just have to go over to the website.
Exactly. Yes, the perfect place to go and find out all this information about the changes, proposed changes. Currently, how to apply is health.hawaii.gov/WIC.
Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to have all of this up on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Weekender. You know, the start of the new year, we're always thinking about things that we can get rid of, New Year's resolutions that we can incorporate. And I think what's most important is being healthy year-round, finding ways to really heal your mind, your body, everything. And so today we've got Nikki Ramos. She's of Hale Mana Ora. Now, welcome, Nikki.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I mean, this is a new one for me, sitting on the ground on yoga mats, and we've got these wonderful bowls in front of us, and we're going to find out what that is in a second. But first, tell us a little bit about Hale Mana Ora and what you do there.
So Hale Mana Ora is a wellness studio in Kaimuki. We offer sound healing, meditation, Reiki, classical homeopathy. We also offer facials, and we offer them in private settings and group settings. Yes, we'll get you.
Awesome. Okay, so this is more like a private setting because it's just you and me today, girl. Yeah. And we're gonna do something really cool. And what are we calling first? It's gonna be like a deep breathing.
So we're gonna, yes, we're gonna be doing 2 modalities today. The first one is just going to be simple breath work.
Okay.
And I know a lot of times when we get stressed or we get anxious, people tell you to do slow breathing. But what they don't tell you to do is to do something like box breathing, which is shorter inhalations and longer exhalations. Okay. And this kind of breathing helps to regulate your nervous system and relax you.
Okay, so let's get started.
Yeah, so we're just gonna slow our breath and close our eyes, and we'll begin with 4-second inhalations in through the nose. And 6-second exhalations out the mouth. And Rachel's going to continue with this kind of breathing, and I can tell you the benefits of it. It activates your rest and digest system, which is your body's relax response. It cools your body, it slows your heart rate, it creates digestive actions in the body, and that helps to regulate your nervous system and release stress in the body by activating the rest and digest system and the body's relaxation response.
And how long do people usually do this? I mean, I feel relaxed already. Maybe it's because I'm not talking as much, but I feel relaxed. How long do you usually do this for?
I encourage people to find their own rhythm. So usually just starting with 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes, up to 5 minutes. And most people I know who have a daily meditation practice do it for at least half an hour, morning and night.
Wow. Seriously, this feels really nice.
It feels
really
really nice.
does. I feel like you feel a sense of grounding.
Very much so.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like bringing everything down in your head down into the ground.
Mm-hmm. And I'm trying not to think about like all the things that are going on in my life outside of work or anything. I'm just trying to stay in the moment while I breathe.
Absolutely. The counting, it kind of gives you this focal point, so you can kind of leave the mind and emotions and just focus on your breath, and that helps to relax your body. So you don't have to think yourself into relaxation, you're creating it with this biofeedback system in your body.
I love that. That was what I was doing. I was working on my breath, and that's how I was able to kind of tune everything out. Okay, and then with the Chinese New Year here, you brought in these bowls, and it kind of ties in. So tell me a little bit about them.
So they are of a Buddhist tradition. Lost in the annals of time is who created them, but they proliferated about the same time Buddhism did, which was into the 2nd century to 5th century AD. And they were used to help in Buddhist meditation, to help create meditative states in the mind. And the meditative states in your body is when your mind, heart, and gut are in this entrained state to create, again, relaxation, but also sharpness, clarity, and grounding.
Okay, so it's breathing, but with the bowls.
Yes.
Okay, so we have about 30 seconds, so let's do this in the next 30 seconds.
Great. So we'll go and connect again with your breath with 4-second inhalations and 6-second exhalations. I like to place my left hand on my heart and my right hand on my belly button, and we'll continue. Ready?
Just the sound alone is super relaxing. The deep breathing, I love it. definitely, like I said, new for me, but I want to do more. So if people want to go and see you and try out one of these practices, where can they go?
So we're located in the heart of Kaimuki Town on Wailai and Harding, and our address is 3566 Harding Avenue, Suite 202. And we are also hosting our annual Chinese New Year Community Sound Bath this Sunday at 6 and 7 o'clock. So I encourage everyone to come, bring some jade, jewelry, crystals, items, heirlooms, and we'll cleanse them in the bowls, and then we'll meditate them and bring that energy of community health and wealth into 2023.
Well, I just got started with all this relaxation, and I love it, and I want more. So I'm going to continue to do this, but make sure you go ahead and check out Halimana Aura. Go and see all the modalities that they have for you to try. We're going to have all of this up on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Joining us here in the High Now studio, we have some very special guests. This is Celeste Colon, and Laurel Chapman is here from Lubrico. We're talking all about your folks' business and what you guys do in the community. So Laurel, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about Lubrico, who you folks are and what you guys do.
We began our business in 2017 here in Oahu, and we've had just a great journey. As of about 2020, we actually began marketing and producing products for cleaning that would help with the PPE and just to help the local community have what they need. We started with one product, which was VioCare, and it was just a multi-surface cleaner. We also have been in process with the EPA for a disinfectant, and so that was the beginning of what we started doing. And then since then, we've been adding products as the community has needed them.
Today we brought 3 of our main products that all of our clients like. We have our multi-surface cleaner, our extra strength cleaner degreaser, and our air freshener. In tandem, all of these products work well together. We have our multi-surface cleaner that is great on glass, great on computer screens. Smaller bottles, this is great for traveling. So if you're on a plane, we have a lot of variety.
Yeah, variety of products and variety of sizes. Lubrico is helping people, especially that are in trade and construction industry, yeah?
That's a fairly new product for us, but we have designed and made a lead abatement product that you use after you have been exposed to dust. You can use it on any exposed areas, wash it off with skin sanitizer and softener, and so that's coming into the market. This year we're going to be rolling that out. So it's all formulated, we've got the packaging together, and we actually have people looking at it now to purchase. They don't have anything like that.
Yeah, it's really nice because we do all our development here in Hawaii. From our research, from our chemists, our chemistry, mixing, bottling, packaging, everything. So we really look at our vendors, see what their sustainability plan is, how they recycle goods, how they reuse their goods. So we like to implement that with our products. We do like to give back to the community as well.
Recently, you guys got in touch with Made in Hawaii, and you guys are able to use the logo, right? Talk a little bit about that and how that's impacted you guys.
We are. So we contacted the Department of Agriculture, who has a licensing program that ensures that the products are legitimately made here and sourced here and used here. Able to utilize that logo, and it's really great.
What is the best way to get Lubrico? Where can people find it?
So you can find us online. We are at lubrico.com, very easy, and you'll be able to see all of our products there. We're all over the island, and we do serve all islands. If it weren't for HTDC, the Chamber, and DBET, we wouldn't be where we are today. So we're really thankful for that.
Brought to you by Chamber of Commerce Hawaii.
Thank you so much for joining me on High Now Weekends, our Chinese New Year edition. And a big mahalo to all our guests today for making it so much fun. Go ahead and check out the Wangai Lion Dancers at Ala Moana today at 11 a.m. We'll see you all on Monday. Mahalo.